Well, after a couple weeks off of these videos, we're back here. It's Labor Day Monday. We raced on Saturday, August 30th, and we had a great night. Unfortunately, I have been having some technical difficulties with the camera. Didn't record the heat race. It was recording when we went green, literally like firing out turn 4, it shut off. We had a red flag on lap 5 of the feature, and I looked over, and the light wasn't on, so I just clicked it back on and it recorded the rest of the feature. So the first couple laps of the feature, where we actually passed cars, is not recorded. But and last week it didn't record anything, just the heat race. So I'm not sure if my battery's kind of crapping out, what's going on. I do have a video from the week before, but it was just us in the pits basically the whole time due to some mechanical issues. But back to Saturday, the night started off with a modified only drivers meeting. And we have 1 week left of points racing, and then we're off until October 3rd and 4th weekend for a special show at Merrittville Speedway. And we sat modified only drivers meeting, and they're debating about sail panels, yay or nay. Everyone's against them. I honestly don't care. What we run, everyone's gonna be running the same thing. So I think they should just mix it up a little bit and do April on, May off, June on, July off, August on, something like that. Mix it up a little bit. Let's have, everyone's got them now, so you can't tell me that you don't have them. And if it's too much work to change the sail panels through the week, then you shouldn't be racing modified. Simple as that. But anyway, my only issue with them for the October 3rd and 4th, I gotta build a set now. But that's fine. That's minor. I'll do that. No problem. But we're in the drivers meeting. There was a vote. I didn't put my hand up for anything, like I said, because it doesn't really matter to me. It's actually, no sail panels is going to affect the slower guys more than it is the fast guys. The slower guys aren't going to have that to rely on, and it's going to separate the field a lot more. There's going to be definitely guys that will slow down because of it. There was one sportsman team in there having a big say in it, and they're not even going modified, so that pisses me off. They're not even supposed to be involved. It's like me going to a Mud Light meeting and arguing about their rules. Whatever. That's a little rant. Okay, back to the racing. I built, it wasn't an experimental shock, but it was like an experimental spring stack. I tried on the right front. I put it on for hot laps. We were third quick, which was, I was like, yeah, great, but we were still half a second slower than the fast guy, so I don't know. So I ran it in the heat race. We were supposed to roll off P4. Unfortunately, the 35 of Mason couldn't make it. He had engine issues. Hate to see it. So it put us on the outside of the front row. Took the lead early, but I didn't feel great. Like I didn't have the front nose under me like I should have, and not sure if it was my crappy right front tire that I have on for the heat race. But anyway, I got passed twice, faded to third, but it's just a heat race. You got to finish top 5. Not too worried. That's what some fans don't understand. We were doing an experiment. But for the feature, we rolled off 7th, and we ran before the sportsman because it was their point finale 50 lapper, and the track had some bite in it. Did it ever? We went green, and I just was on the guardrail, pretty much just hammer down, and we just passed the car. Yellow came out. Sorry, red flag came out. Unfortunately, the 8S Justin Sharp went for a pretty big ride. It was a big flip. He's okay. Talked to him after the races. He said he's fine. He said his car is actually pretty good too. So it was a long red flag, but it was out on lap 5. Was that the only yellow? Yeah, maybe one happened before that too. I can't remember. But anyway, we were up to 4th at that point on the restart. 3rd, maybe. yeah, I don't know, third. And we fired off. We went green, and I fired off really good. Got to second immediately before we even got to the starter stand, and was like beside the leader. And the next lap at the line, we were beside the leader. I was like, I got something here. And there was like a little bump in turn one. You'll see it a couple times on the video. If I didn't get flicked through it, it shoved my nose. But I ran it all night trying to make it work, and it was okay when you hit it perfectly. If you miss it a little bit, it did cost you some time. But it was actually Peepick now leading. He pulled away a little bit, not a whole lot. Like, lap traffic came, and he was getting bigger, so he's getting closer. And I thought maybe if we kept going with some more lap traffic, I might have a shot at snookering him, or if we got a yellow, which we did get a yellow, but it was 6 laps to go, so it was a double file restart. And it put me on the outside. The 42 was firing super early. I think too early, but that's whatever. That's in the past. And when he fired, I didn't get a great restart on the top, and the 72 freezing got beside me, and I tried to squeeze him down out of 2, so I knew if I could get him to roll out of the throttle a little bit, I would beat him into 3 and get back to the bottom. But we were both racing for the same real estate. We just did a little touch and went down to the next corner. He got by me. I got back behind him, but I just couldn't get back to him to try and make a move on him. And we crossed the line third, and there's no damage on the race car. It was a great night. We have 1 point night left, and we'll see how that goes next week. We're gonna go over everything on the car again this week. I mean, you can't go to the last night with a parts failure or anything like that. So we're gonna go over everything as best we can. Get all the tires in order, all that stuff, and then you gotta even prepare if you do have a problem. What's the game plan? But anyway, we are back next week, 50 lapper point finale, and then we are off again, like I said, till October 3rd, 4th weekend. But yeah, check out the video. It's just a feature, cut short feature because of the camera. So let me know what you think of it, and go from there. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks.